Hi, and welcome to a rant in my annoying cop-out series in which I cover discussion stoppers that really grate on me. In this video, I'll discuss a dismissal of another person's complaints by bringing up worse problems known as I've had it worse, going by other names like there are worse problems or your issue is nothing in comparison to mine. This is also a type of logical fallacy known as relative privation, and by other names like not as bad as or appeal to worse problems, which is fallacious because the mere existence of worse problems doesn't necessarily refute another person's complaints. The only time this isn't fallacious nor a cop-out is when you say that the other person did worse to you than what was done to them as a result of their actions against you. In November 2013, when Beastly Evie, now Quillpen Monster, baited me with her bigoted bullshit she now no longer holds, and got others to defend it as her opinion at the time, she got emotionally traumatized by Eli Rift's backlash against her, which was a direct result of her actions against me. Beastly Evie could have easily avoided that emotionally traumatizing experience by staying out of that bandwagon on me, or at least not getting others to harass and have the last word against me on her behalf like she did. I had it worse only because she had my other abusers backing her, whereas I had no one to defend me when my attackers like her slammed me hard to rock bottom just for refusing to respect and welcome a pissy hatred for Simba, and I dropped out of college as a result of how crushed I was. Other than cases when what the other person did to you was worse than they complain about having done to them over it, the I had it worse retort falls flat on its face every single time, since it's both logically fallacious and a form of emotional abuse known as invalidation. In the fall of 2014, Illinois Guy 34 brought up his time of getting fired from an old job and almost going to jail over it to dismiss my complaints about how my critics' online confused Matthew apologetics behaviors hurt me. He not only brought up what he felt was worse for him than what his ilk was doing to me, he grossly and willfully underestimated the damage people on the internet can do to a person. And yes, some people have had it worse with people on the internet than I did, such as a charity volunteer who was dogpiled into a heart attack in the emergency room by toxic fanboys, but that still doesn't excuse any of the online devastation that was dished out at me, all for an opinion's sake. In response to my complaints about how Michael Wong's StarDestroyer.net has hurt people like me, a StarDestroyer.net goon said how Mike Wong had it worse with violent threats against him and his kids from some pro-Trek bad apples he probably created. However, such rotten eggs making such threats doesn't excuse his online misbehavior, since he too has done lots of hurtful shit, including incessant harassment against both Star Trek fans and even other Star Wars fans that don't toe the line of his imaginary pissing contest. Unless the other person did worse to you than what happened to them as a result of their actions against you, never ever respond to someone else's complaints with the I had it worse retort, since that only hurts the other person more than the original offense that upset them in the first place.